Hi everyone. In this video, which is a bit like a funny video, I will explain you how you can track a Matomo with Matomo. So actually, I got the idea when I was looking for an answer in order to track, let's say, Google AdSense within Matomo Analytics. And by looking for this information, I don't know how, but I found actually this video published by Julian Gentleman that I really like, and he was explaining in this video how you can track interactions within an iframe with Google Tag Manager, and I digged a bit into it, and then I asked myself, but why cannot I track actually my Matomo Analytics within Matomo Analytics? And in fact, it brought me a lot of ideas, because it's true that if you can track your own Matomo installation with Matomo, it's solving kind of the issue of the activity log. So I don't know if you know what the activity log is, but it's a premium plugin that you can buy on the marketplace of Matomo, which allows you to track the activity of all your users. So it's not tracking like all the activity, but let's say the main and the most critical activities, and that's mostly interesting for, as it said here, for security, risk management, and problem diagnostic. So it's really a neat feature actually, and but let's say that you could somehow do like a cheap version of this plugin just by, let's say, tracking your own use of Matomo Analytics by inserting the tracking code of Matomo Analytics within your installation. So for example, here is my Matomo installation, and if you look at the source code, you will see that you have the container which is included within the source code. So I think it's interesting because, for example, if you install Matomo locally on your own machine, let's say, you are always looking for a playground, a place on which you could post your tracking code on. So it can be, for example, a WordPress, a local WordPress, or it can be either a blank page or whatever. But you're always struggling, let's say, to find a good playground. And here, what it's nice when you insert actually the Matomo tracking code within Matomo Analytics itself is that you have the full backend of Matomo. You have the possibility to log yourself, which means that you can start to play with the user ID. Then you have plenty of buttons. You have the possibility to scroll down. You have the possibility to interact with many graph and so on and so forth. That's kind of very interesting, at least to me. So where should you start? So basically you have your, let's say, your file installation. So if I look, yep, so that's at the place I was looking for. Yep, so if I go up here, now same things, damn it. If I go, where is it? Is that here? Yes, that's the place. Okay, so actually the file that you are looking for is located within your template. So in my case, I choose the template named Morpheus, and then I'm within template. And within actually this folder, you have a file which is named the layout. So if you just edit it, so in my case, it's going to be blah, blah, blah. Okay. You will access actually to this template file, and here you have the head as on any website, and then you just need to copy and paste your tracking code, either the container or either, let's say, the general tracking code of Matomo. So in my case, I just insert the container tracking code. So once I'm doing this, then I just need to access to my tag manager, and now, so I'm up here, right? So if I just, so it's called the Matomo tracking, and I just deploy actually the general tracking code. So now it means that every page view which is going to be loaded through whatever Matomo I'm looking at. Of course, I can include an exclude condition in order to exclude some Matomo which contain within your URL a specific ID in order to not have it. but it means that every interaction, so here I'm at 12, for example, if I refresh the page, I will get actually the extra interaction that I just did during this video. So, yep. So I can just click up here. So there's no data for this report. Okay, interesting. So let's see. Um, let's see what happened. So, oh, okay. See, I did not publish it yet. Did I? Probably no. So I'm just gonna. If I look at the version, I published my work. Yep. So if I go down, so here the tag is fired, but if I disable the preview, okay, the reason is that I have not yet published anything, so that's the reason why I can't see my live traffic. So I'm going to say live v1, dubs, and published. Okay, so now whatever the page I'm going to look at, for example, I'm going to look at the trigger, and now I'm going to go on all websites, and now I'm going to go somewhere else, for example, like on Ballisteri. Yes, all good. And now if I look actually at my traffic up here, yep, as you can see, all the actions are tracked, and so on and so forth. So it's really nice, and as you can imagine, as you have many, as I said, many buttons within, let's say, the backend of Matomo, you can really deploy any tracking code, any tags, any triggers that you want in order to collect some great and valuable information. So in my case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new tag, which is more like Matomo click tracking, Matomo click tracking, and let's say that I would like to know click tracking. I would like to know what my user are clicking at. So I'm just going to choose an event, and in my case, I would like to get, for example, the click, probably the click text. That's, to me, that should be the most valuable part. And yeah, I'm just gonna copy and paste it. And here, let's say, just as a try, whatever the elements people are clicking at. So let's say, so of course I should create a full measurement plan here, but I don't have the time to do it. I just wanted to show you the proof of concept, let's say. Okay, all good. So now let's imagine that I have one given user, and this user, let's say, yep, is gonna go on my website. Where it is my website, and let's say that I would like to know if my user for who I set Matomo up and running are finally using it, and which reports they are looking at. Then definitely if they click here up on visitors, it's going to be tracked. If they click on devices, it's going to be tracked too. If they want to interact, or if they interacted with, for example, this part and probably went for the insight, let's say the insight feature, then normally if I'm lucky enough, I should get actually all this tracking recorded within Matomo Analytics. Okay, so as you can see, I know that they clicked on visitor, then they look at the report named devices, then they interact with the button named insight, and so on and so forth. So of course, the example that I'm currently giving you here, it's kind of dirty, but you can imagine that you can really deploy an interesting measurement plan. Let's say a neat, a nice measurement plan in order to know exactly what people are doing when they are interacting with the Matomos configuration that you set them up for, and then you can basically know if it was worth the investment. A bit like, let's say, an intranet or an information system that you set up within your own company and that you spent money on, and you're a bit frustrated because your employees, for example, are not using it. So Yeah, I hope actually this idea was interesting for you. So do not hesitate to give it a try by installing on your own Matomo Analytics in order to track what's going on it and how your users are interacting with the different reports. Thanks for watching.